college days, the time of endless possibilities, all the cute girls you could ask for, staying up late and eating pizza, and of course, pranking. This could start with anything, as simple as the rubber band prank on the sink sprayer, all the way to the great wall of duct tape which covered your neighbor's door. Like I said, times of endless possibilities. Now as pranks go, it's an unspoken rule that you are okay with pranks being done to you if you are pranking other people. Halfway through the semester, my suitmate learned that I'm a pretty heavy sleeper, and being the prank master that he was, took well advantage of that fact. The way our room was set up, we all had smaller room, but no roommates and only suitmates. The pranks were annoying at times, but in the good nature of fun. I let it go on for a while and got back at him occasionally. My suitmate always used to tease me about being a heavy sleeper and even would call me the Rock. Luckily, the name didn't stick, but all of our friends knew not long afterwards that I sleep quite heavily. Yet this proved quite helpful as I always got a good night's sleep, regardless of any noise going on around me. So if my suitmate had a party going on, it didn't matter. When I was out, I would stay out. Now normally I kept my door unlocked, but I learned if there was a party going on, I was guaranteed to get pranked to show off for his friends. He often employed the most classic shaving cream in the hand prank, and I was the perfect candidate since I always saved through it. One day though, the very thought of that trick would change my life forever. I woke one morning and right away I felt that all too familiar foamy substance on my hand and face. Angrily, I ran to the bathroom sink and washed all of the cream off as I planned on storming into his room and hitting him with a pillow. This was starting to get old, and he would have to let up eventually, and just as I was about to exact my revenge, I looked at the clock and realized I had slept 30 minutes late and barely had time to get to class, so I rushed out the door. As I was walking to class, I noticed there was a text from my suitmate that was sent at 5 a.m. which read, "It's a good thing that you sleep like a rock," accompanied by a smiley face and a video. Curious, I loaded the video as I made my way and watched a POV shot of my roommate putting shaving cream into my hand and giggling. Before the video ended, I angrily stopped it and texted Jerk back to him and went to class. The rest of my day was normal, and it would be 4 p.m. before I got back to my dorm as all my classes were back to back. Halfway through the day, I get another text from my suitmate saying, "Josh, this is urgent. I need to speak with you right now." This was unusual because the warning didn't sound like him and it sounded serious. I rushed back to my dorm room and was immediately alarmed to find 2 police cars parked outside of my dorm. After walking inside, I found the 2 officers standing right outside of my suite with yellow tape around the entrance door. The officer let me in, and what I witnessed changed my life. My suitemate's door was wide open, and there was 2 men with ID badges standing by his bed. The officer explained that they received an anonymous call early this morning that my suitmate had been stabbed multiple times by an unknown assailant. One of the officers stated after checking his phone, they noticed I was the last person he texted, so he used his phone to get me down there for questioning. In near shock, I told him all I knew and explained that I last heard from him personally last night before 12 p.m. and got a text from him at 5 p.m. this morning. The officer's face went pale, as if he had pieced something strange together. He then explained, "Son, your roommate's death was at 3 a.m. this morning." "I don't understand," I said, feeling a huge lump in my throat. Even more chilling, they explained that at 5 a.m. this morning, an anonymous person had dropped off his roommate's cell phone at the police station, claiming someone at the university had lost it and had something to do with the prank. Handshaking, I played back the video again, seeing the shaving cream being applied to my hand, and then watching absolute horror as the phone camera moved across the hall to my suitmate in his bed, who was gagged up and tied, and then brutally stabbed despite his muffled cries for help. Even after, the person took time to walk back over to my room and tickle my nose, laughing manically as I smeared shaving cream over my face, and the video ended. Now this text made so much more sense. Every day from then on, I thanked God that I was a heavy sleeper.